So what is this game? Oh, it's a Steam game. It's an intro screen. I'm not gonna skip it. Cyan. So this is Myst. It is a sci-fi game, I guess, created by Cyan. And I'm actually going to be playing through all the Myst games, or at least the first few. And like, I guess, like in celebration.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Now that was a bit ominous, but there's this book here. The music in this game is amazing, by the way. Now actually, before we do anything, let's turn down the volume a little bit. There we go. So, this is RealMyst. Basically, RealMyst is a remake of the original Myst. So that it's actually better 3D and stuff, and it's just better graphics. It's the same game. But basically, RealMyst is a three-dimensional exploration type game. The first in the series was like, this game is like about 20-ish years old, so don't expect wonders. Stuff like that, but it was pretty amazing for its time. Still is pretty amazing. This isn't the best graphics looking version, this isn't the Masterpiece Edition, but this is the version I like to use. So we can explore around a few places. We can go up here. We got this thing here. We don't know what it does. We can just glide through everywhere. There's these things everywhere. There's a door. We can enter this door. We can stand here. I said we can sit here. We've got some weird thing with dates. No idea what it does. Well, I know what it does. You don't. Because chances are 90% of you have never seen this game. Turn off the lights. We've got these weird things here. I can click on them. There's a boat here. Stuff like that. You can just explore, find stuff. But basically, yeah, there's a big old tree here. But first thing, oh yeah, there's this thing here. Basically, you're supposed to follow the path and be like, hey, there's a note on the ground. Catherine, I've left you a message of utmost importance. In our forechamber beside the dock, enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Atreus. Okay, well, what's a marker switch? That's the first thing we have to figure out. What is a marker switch? And who's this Catherine? Are we Catherine? There's no way we can find out. Actually, I do know. We are not Catherine. We are someone else. But what's in here? We've got this thing here. It was some sort of pool thing. Okay then. And now let's just look here. Settings, dimensional imager. So we got these things. Water turbulent pool, marker switch diagram. So let's look at the marker switch diagram at number 47. Because he was like, hey, look at the marker switches, right? So I guess we hit this button and... Oh, so that's what that is. That's a marker switch. I knew that, but you didn't. Pardon me. Click on the thing. Now let's just put in boarding, because why not? See the topographical excursion of the island. Yeah. So we've got this thing here. Oh look, there's another button. Let's hit it. Oh, it looks like it does the same thing. We'll be coming back to this button later. Hint. Hint. Yeah, just hint. So we have this thing here. Looks like the island, kind of, or at least an island. Pardon me, an island. So let's just go up here. Pardon me, again. Keep hiccuping. And apparently there's a message for us, so let's just look at how many marker switches there are. Let's see. There's one here. I already know the answer, by the way. It's 8. You can count them if you want. The answer is 8. There's one there, one on the dock, one here. There's one down there. There's one here. That's 4. That one's 5. That one's 6. That one's 7. And there's an 8th somewhere. I know the answer is 8. Like, yeah, the answer is 8. No, not down here. Is the answer 8 or is it 7? So there's one here. Is there one? I guess the answer is 7. Oh, okay. Answer is 7 marker switches. I thought it was 8. It's either 7 or 8. Either way, so let's just glide down this. You saw nothing. So ignore that. I didn't realize you could activate it yet. So let's just hit 7. And hit this message. And the correct answer was 8. I knew it. So we hit this button and...
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine is one of our sons. I suspect Agamemnon, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
So, something about their sons, there's fire, something about tower rotation. Are these people dead? Oh, also nighttime. Apparently there's a day-night cycle in this game. Apparently I didn't know. Either way, let's just look here and... there's this thing. Tower rotation. Oh-ho, what could it possibly do? I'd tell you, but doesn't matter. What does matter is actually that we can go into this fireplace and hit this button and do this. Yeah, we'll get to that later. There's a painting here. There's another painting here. There's a book. There's a blue book and a red book. But which book? Yeah. This will just be the episode full of exposition, but Let's put in the red page in the red book.
Bring me a red page. I can't see. Need a red page, you must.
Now, if you ask me, I couldn't really understand. It was saying something about a red page. What's in this book? Is there anything in this book before I put in this page? More static. Interesting. What could this possibly be? What's this?
Bring blue pages.
So I could understand that guy a little bit better. He's talking about some blue pages, so we need to find some red and blue pages. Interesting. There's a thing up there. You can ignore it for now. Let's just count the marker switches again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, there are 8. I miscounted. Either way, there's a thing there. We can ignore it for now, though. Hint, we can't ignore it. So what we're supposed to do is flip the marker switches. We actually have to flip all the marker switches, all 8 of them. Lights. So, flip all the marker switches up, and you'll see the purpose this has later. And by later, I mean in like 2 minutes. Come on, hit the switch. We can go in this building, by the way. But it's kind of pointless. Oh look, there's a safe, but we don't know the code. Well, you don't know the code. Hit this one. Let's hit the one over here. Can't open this thing. Aw. Yeah, no, we'll open that later. And so now that we've got this, let's just look at this tower rotation diagram. Oh look, things have appeared! Oh look, it locks in certain places. Haha. So I always do this one first, just because. But I'm actually gonna cut here and see how long this video is, since this is a full screen game, so I can't really tell. My timer isn't visible. Okay, so we still have plenty of time. So, not that I have a time limit, but we've got this bookshelf here, so let's look at these bookshelves. Burned books? What? What could these burned books possibly be? And what is this book? Recognize this? Too bad. There sure are a lot of these diagrams. A lot of these diagrams. I actually don't know how many diagrams there are, so let's just check. If we hold it down, we can go by tens. There's a specific diagram we need. Oh, now we're going... Okay, so there's 300 diagrams. And these are actually diagrams for the fireplace. This thing here. But which one of the 300 do we input? We'll find out later. Yawning again. So we've got these 5 books that appear to be rather unharmed. Oh look, there's words. So let's actually... spoiler alert, each one is for a different age. Yeah, that's Brian, I think. Or something. We want the mechanical age, which is this one. Now, I don't want to bore you out too much, so you can just pause the video as I look through this. But basically, this is information about the place we're going. So you can just read these pages, pause the video and read the pages. Yeah. So yeah, so basically, click on this painting, and fancy stuff. Ooh, oh look, the door is closed. No, it's a trap. Don't worry. So let's just go through here. Close this. Gotta close the door, and then you can hit this button. We turn, and then we've got a page, book thing. Hey look, we're looking at this gear thing. Intent. That is the place we're going first. And now what's this? A picture of a key. Yeah, it kinda doesn't look like a key, but that's a key. 240, 221. What could it mean? I know what it means. Yeah. But the viewer probably doesn't. But basically, put them together, that's the key that tells you how to access that location. This island is the hub world, basically, and there's 4, technically 5, smaller worlds. So, why am I yawning so much? So let's just go through this, and let's hit this painting. Fancy. Fancy. Anyway, so let's go through here. We've got these strange dials. We can't get to that marker switch, though, because of this water. Don't worry, that's what 240 is for. We just need to set the time to 240. And it causes gears to appear. Yay, we can walk. So what's in here? By the way, that's the last marker switch. We've got this weird thing. We've got this thing. We've got this. We've got this. We got this. And that appears to reset it. Yeah, I know what this is. But do you? This dial resets it. This thing on this side basically says, how long until yawn. Pardon me, I was yawning. This dial, like, thing comes down the more you press it. And, the more you pull these switches. Yeah. By the way, you can hold it down. But that'll only turn the center one. And boom, we've done it. Yeah, no. Once that chain on the left reaches the bottom, you have to reset it because you can't turn it anymore. We need to get 221. This puzzle is simple. Turn this one. I may have messed up. Let's reset this. You turn the left one once to get the one, and then you just turn this twice. And we're done. And then you just hold it down for 2. There's other ways to do it, but that's the simplest way. And a gear opened up. What could this possibly mean? Well, where else have we seen something like that? Yep, you got it right. All the way over here. So let's enter the first stage, actually. And we should be able to complete it in this episode, since this one, the mechanical age, is really small. I always do the mechanical age first. It's okay. So we've got this place. We can walk around and stuff. There's collision detection. We've got this thing here. We've got this thing here. Whatever could this mean? And there's no way back. Oh no. Yeah. So let's just go down here. Fancy painting. Fancy looking gems that light up when you hover over them. Looks like a king's room. What's this thing? Fancy. So yeah, just a bunch of fancy things over here. Nothing to look at, nothing that important. Got some sort of a telescope, a fancy looking clock. Okay then. There's something over here, but let's go over here. What's this? Some sort of weird chair thing. Oh? Weapons? Oh. This room doesn't look nearly as good as the other room. I preferred the other room. This one's violent. But this is actually important. Right here. Fortress rotation simulator. Calibrating. So you turn that one up, and then you just turn this. And then you just lock it, and then this one does nothing. That is important, because we need to rotate this thing. Because I highly recommend that you pause and read the book, because it tells you a lot of backstory. And also that, oh yeah, hey look, there's a thing here. Music changed. Gold. Chest. Well, here's a red page. Strange. By the way, we could find the blue book, but you can only get one page at a time. We can only hold one page, so we're gonna have to come back there. But for now, we need to go through this elevator. Oh no, there's no elevator door. So just hit this button. And boom. That should fix the door. See? Now there's a door. So let's just go here. We've got 3 buttons. We can't go down. I have no idea what that button does. Oh look, it went up. Maybe there's 3 floors? No? We just... Okay, there's nothing here. Let's go up. So we can just hop around and be like, there's nothing here, no. The puzzle is, you hit this button, and the timer starts, and then you walk out. And then the elevator departs without you, and you're trapped in this room forever. Except no. Here's the fortress controls. So we move that once, and then we hit that button, and the elevator comes back up. So let's just go down. And let's exit this place. And we got this... Yeah, by the way, on stuff like this, it auto-turns you. So it's kind of weird. Sometimes. The camera. But the camera is pretty good. So what's this thing here? We've got... spikes. And a half moon. Interesting. Do you know what that is? Because I certainly... What? Okay then. That was some weird collision detection there. So now we're gonna turn it once more. This age is a bit tedious, but It's also the shortest and smallest of all the ages. So yeah, I generally do it first because I don't like it as much. By the way, you can't read what the pages say, the red and blue pages. So just turn it once more. You need to pull that switch, and then we can hit the button again. Yeah, graphics aren't the best, but it's really early 3D, so don't complain. There is one that has better graphics, but I don't have that version. Yeah. So sometimes the graphics can be bad, but this is 20 years ago. So let's just go around. And we're on this island. Now, next time we're gonna move it twice, because there's only 3 islands, there's no island over there. And so we've got some weird hook thing, and the bars, I don't know. Except I do know. Anyway, so we're gonna move it twice, because otherwise there'll be nothing to stand on. And, yeah. It's a bomb, no! Okay, that was twice. I don't know why it makes that sound, by the way. So let's go down, and we're done this place. Because if you remember that at the very beginning of this place, there was that dial thing. There's this thing. Input the symbols. Basically, that's how this game works. You go to a place, and you can't get back until you solve a puzzle. Or a few puzzles to get back. But anyway, now that we've got the red page, let's go back to Myst Island. We aren't quite done there yet, because I'm going to do both the red and the blue pages, but for now, let's just put our red page back. In this book. And what's the guy say now?
You've returned. Thank you for bringing the red page. You must continue to help. My name is Sirius. I beg you to find the remaining red pages. You must release me from this book which has become.
So his name is Sirius? Interesting. It's the same name as one of the this Lady Catherine's sons, as we saw through there. Whatever could this mean? Anyway, let's go back to the mechanical age and find the blue page. It's not hard to find, by the way. It's just in the other section. Right here. What is this? A cage of some kind? Knives, poisons, great thing. Oh, how lovely. What does this happen if I click on this? Oh, it makes a shock. Wouldn't want to be in there. Oh. Yeah, I don't like this place. Let's get out of here. Fortunately, the ages do not reset. Otherwise, that would be a pain. So let's give the blue guys page.
returned. You wouldn't return. Ages to rescue me. I'm Akinar. My brother, I beg you. To be complete. Always blue pages. Listen.
So this guy wants the blue pages back. And he was this guy's brother? What are they doing in these weird books? It's like they're jailed. Hint, hint, they're jailed. There's actually there were books before the games. This whole world, this is just the first game in a whole series of games with a large plot and stuff. It's a really interesting, series of books and novels, world, I guess, to get involved in. I'm a big fan of it. But either way, that's it for this episode. Next time we'll be taking on Channelwood, which is my favorite age. And I actually never mentioned why I'm doing this. I'm doing all 3 of the Myst games, well, the first 3. The 4th and 5th game kind of get really weird. I'm doing at least the first 3 games in celebration of Cyan's new game that's coming out in a month, roughly, called Abduction. Not Abduction with an A, but Abduction with an O. They've taken a 10-year break from making games, and now they're back due to popular demand by their viewers, and so so I'm definitely obviously going to be LPing that blind, and when it comes out in a month, so I'm going to be doing these games as kind of because why not? So yeah.